Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Frost, and welcome back to another Rainbow Six Siege video. Hell yeah, today we're going to be talking about whether or not Ubisoft adding one operator per season from now on. Well, if that's the case, who knows. But currently, as it stands, it seems like Year 6 is going to have one operator per season. Whether that's the case for the whole game and its lifespan or not, maybe they'll bring back two operators for like a special season or something. But currently, ever since Operation Phantom, no it's not Phantom Sight, Operation Shadow Legacy, that's the one, it's been one operator per thing, right? We've had Zero, we've had a Rooney. That's one operator, you know, from those things. Compared to, you know, from the very start of Operation Black Ice back in Year 1, Season 1, where we had Buck and Frost, up until we had, Steel Wave when we had Melusi and Ace. The only real kind of, adjustment to that would be Operation Health, where we didn't have any operator. But that was so Ubisoft could fix a bunch of like bugs and stuff, so that was kind of needed, and it did help the game in the long run. But anyway, so why would one operator, right? And I sound crazy saying this because in theory it doesn't sound like a big deal, right? Sure, okay, it can be annoying that there's like, you know, and from a content creator's perspective, it could be less content to make, you know. But I don't see it that way. Me personally, at least, you know. For some, maybe, but me, no. I don't mind it. Sure, as I said, it kind of sucks that we're not getting two operators per season, right? But if Ubisoft is able to follow up on, you know, the quality of life changes that they're doing and all that stuff, then I think, you know, it won't be bad and the game's still fun. The game's going to be fun, right? It always will be, well, to an extent. You know, there are times when we all rage and stuff, but that's, you know, 9 times out of 10, that's not the game's fault, and that's just players' fault. And, you know, yeah, you know, if you've played this game, you know what I mean. So anyway, right, I was browsing the forums last night, and that's where this video kind of came from. You know, it seems to be that new players, more like, or not new players, but some players actually care that there won't be kind of two operators per season, right? And sure, everyone feels different about situations, right? But I think it's not that big of a deal, personally, right? If Ubisoft can make each season kind of, I don't know, I want to compare it to Neon Dawn, the current season, right? Obviously, if you watch this video in the future, that could be outdated, but, you know, currently we're in Operation Neon Dawn, right? In Neon Dawn, I've not heard many complaints about it. Sure, I've heard complaints about Rooney, but that's a character in the game, not necessarily the game itself. And alright, sure, there's a lot of bugs and glitches, but I've not heard any recently that are truly game breaking. I could be wrong on that, and there could be one that comes out right after this video, but, you know, for now, I've not heard any game breaking glitches. And that's kind of, you know, good. We're on the right path. So what I think, right, is, personally, is even if we don't get two operators per season, as I said, that's not confirmed that it's just one operator every season, as I don't think it is. Every season from now, that we get one operator, or since Zero was released. Because as I said, we could get two, like, in the future, for like a special season, whatever that may be. But here's the thing I don't want, right? I don't want it, and this could sound selfish, right, and I'm sorry if it does, but I don't want it to be one operator and then one rework map. Sure, some of the reworks aren't bad in any way, right? The only really bad rework map is Hereford, because, you know, that map's pish. But, you know, if you kind of just recite, you know, you put one new operator in, fine enough, right? I don't care about that. It's new content, they might change the meta, whatever, right? Not that a lot of people play the meta in lower ranks, but in higher ranks the meta seems to be everything in most multiplayer games. Trust me, I play Overwatch, I know exactly what it's like. Okay, so, yeah, so, here's what I think. I think, right, if Ubisoft's going to make one operator per season, fair enough, that is up to them, right? It could work out pretty well, right? Think about it. Zero and Aruni are very powerful operators. Not as powerful as someone like Melusi or Ace is, but still powerful in their own way. So that's good, right? Here's the thing, right? Would you... I'm going to ask you a question here. Would you rather have something like... What was a good season, right? Velvet Shell. Okay, Velvet Shell, year 2, season 1, right? Would you rather have Velvet Shell, where we had Mira and Jackal released back in the day, or would you rather have something like, you know, which was 2 new operators and a new map, right? Or would you rather have, you know, 1 new operator and a reworked map? And chances are you're going to go with Velvet Shell because, you know, Velvet Shell was a great season, right? And I would as well, so there's no, you know, hard feelings about that. But, to an extent, right, it kinda, you know, I don't want every map in the game to be reworked, right? Because that seems to be what Ubisoft's doing. We've not had a new map since Burnt Horizon with Mozzie and Gridlock, I think. We had Outback, and Outback was not exactly, you know, a good map, per se. So, I kind of want there to be another... If you're going to make one season, right, this might sound selfish of me, but I want there to be 1 new operator, and at least a new map. At least 1, you know, per year. At least per year, right? At least per year. We don't want reworks, right? Because even then, the rework maps that don't really need reworked, like House, the only time you played House was in T-Hunt or in a casual match, and even then, because of the new, like, you know, map pool, you didn't always play House. So it was, what's next? You're gonna fucking upgrade Plane, the map that gets played like barely little because it's not in the ranked pool. What you doing? So anyway, yeah, I do not feel like 1 new operator will kill the game as much as some people claim it to be. I don't think it's that big of a factor. Do you agree with me? Do you not? Let me know your opinions in the comments. You know, let me hear what you want. Anyway guys, that's going to be all from me for this video. Hopefully you did enjoy, and yeah, peace.